Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. Assassin's Creed Odyssey maceramıza kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. En son kültistleri avlamaya başlamıştık. Bu kültistlerden aldığımız parçalarla bıçağımızı geliştireceğiz. Şurada biri var.
Better stay hidden.
Gizli kalma. İyi dedik. Kardeşim uyuyor musun? Uyuyor musun? Ne yapıyorsun sen? Okay. Güzel, bunları da öldürdük. Şunun ölümünü de doğrulayalım.
You deserve worse.
Oy, kıyafete bak. Ne? Gete. Bu ne veriyor şimdi? Tüm oklar, kalkanları deler ve yüzü. Ama bizim elimizdeki daha güçlü be kanka sanki. Ne diyorsun bu konu hakkında? Mesela bak bunda 3 tane yetenek var, 2 tane yetenek var. 2 tane yetenek var. Mesela bak. Şu kuzeylisi 3 tane yetenek vermesi mesela çok iyi bir şey. Şimdilik bunu takalım biz. Gene güzel duruyor çünkü. Şu yıldızlar da gitsin. Önemler. Hazır açmışken. Yayımız güzel bizim. Okey. Evet. Şurada var. Şurada sandık var. Şurada yakma yeri. Ne var burada? Ha, taş. Tamam. Burayı hızdan bitirelim şöyle. Şimdi şurayı nasıl yapacağız? Nereye gidiyorsun kardeşim? Hızlı gider misin? Teşekkürler. Yok görmedim bir şey. What was that bro?
What are you doing?
Oh no!
Hayır. Ya kardeşim ne 3'lü 5'li atıyor. Bizim bir tane eleman var. Onu şey yapabildik mi? Ananı satayım. Hayır. Canım sağ ol.
Stop right there!
Ya. Okey. Erzakları yakalamış. Abo, burası biraz sarmaya başladı.
Let's fight!
Okey. Ben topuk. Agam topuk. Hala biri ateş etmeye çalışıyor ya. Çağ oldu be kardeşim. Ne köpek misin be? Leopar dişi. İyi, hadi işte. Güzel. Burası da tamam. Harita. Kültist arıyoruz. Şuraya gidip rıhtıma gidip şurada varmış bir tane 21 seviye. Aslında biz bir dakika. Şöyle bir durum var. Bizim geliştirme yerimiz neredeydi ya? Ha, şurada. Oo, suda da var. Zağını geliştir. Onu takip edelim de nasıl gideceğiz oraya? Önce bizim buraya gitmemiz lazım. Yine katlayamadı buradan. Hop. Adeta. Hop geldim ben. Gidiyoruz. Ben sana yatma izni verdim mi? Bak ok boşa gitti.
Herodotus,
Gidiyoruz.
what's that island ahead of us?
That, my friend, is the famous island of Salamis.
The place where...
Dur doğru mu gidiyoruz? Ha. Şöyle ki... James yer orası.
the Athens defeated the Persians.
It's in this
Buraya
place
gideceğiz.
that the great Athenian strategos Themistocles destroyed the Persian fleet and saved the Greek world from annihilation. You don't see many heroes like that anymore.
Şuradaki Atinalı gemileri bize saldırmaz değil mi?
Sails up! Let's move! Keep up the speed! Head for overboard!
There's something floating there. We can retrieve it.
Dize mi çarpacak cidden? Çarpmadı ama çarptı biliyor musun? Kayıt başlattı mı be? Allah, oyun dondu.
Oars at the ready! Oars in! Full sail!
Nereye gidiyoruz?
Start rowing!
Şu adaya kafa atıyorduk.
We are pulling up to that salvage.
Kanka. Ne zaman ulaşacağız biz oraya? Bizim oraya bir fast travel'ımız yok mu ya? Çok kötü abi. Bir dakika şöyle yapsam. Tab harita. Direkt gidemiyoruz mu? Hayır. Kötü ya çok. Mesela ben buraya böyle sürekli gidecek miyim böyle? Yokmuş gemileri çarpma. Peki buranın rıhtımı benim karşımda mı dönüyoruz? Evet. Soldan göreceğim. Aha, çatışıyorlar. Bakalım çarpacağız.
Get the oars ready!
Ya ben sen çarpmamaya çalışıyorum gemi. Sen de inadına bana geliyorsun ya. Şu şimdi düşman gemisidir, beni görür.
Ready the oars! Ship the oars! Ready oars!
Çok şükür gelebildik.
Ready oars for docking!
Çok şükür. Kaçma işte. Korudum işte herkesi kardeşim. Daha niye saldırıyorsun ki? Ha? Daha niye saldırıyorsun ki? Yarabbim ya. Aç kapıyı ve silken başı. Gidelim bıçağımızı geliştirelim. Bunlar hala bir şey yapmadı. Az önce ne yaptı lan benim karakter? Hop geldik. Let's go.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Bağlantı sağlandı. Bıçağımız daha da güçlendi. Sırayı geliştir. Güzel. Aha, mızrağı geliştir. 7 parça topla. Abo. Şimdi kabiliyetler. Uzak seviye 5 gerektirir. Biz daha 3. What the fuck? What the fuck olmak? Ne? Ha, R'ye basınca şey yapıyorduk, doğru. Diyorsun ki biraz şey, ama fast travel yapabiliyorum, değil mi? Yapabiliyorum. Görevler. Tamam, bunlar geçtim. Orası nerede? Neyse işte. Hızlı. Let's go. Şöyle. Kardeşim ne ölmesi ya, bayılmışım sadece. Oba. Aslında bir dakika, bizim yan görevimiz vardı. O görev gitmesin. Bu ne? Hikaye gidişine uzatıyor. Ha şey, bunlar. Cık. Onlar değil. Ben buraya girebiliyor muyum?
We'll be watching you, Miss Dios. At least give them away.
Aa,
Cassandra, it's you!
Phoebe ne
You
alaka?
promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
Buraya nasıl
How did you
geldi?
even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Al işte kaçak yolcu.
Phoebe,
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So you somehow work here. For Pericles.
No, for Aspasia.
Neden üstümü değiştirmek zorundayım?
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Al işte.
Well, how is it you're
Nasıl
working for
oluyor
Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you.
No, She asked me on her own.
Al
That
işte.
was lucky.
İçeri girmeye
I think I'm
hazırım.
ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Kıyafetimizi değiştirelim.
I feel
Ay.
uncomfortable in this.
Now you look
Trouble.
like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Al işte.
You just got here. You can't leave already.
Here, Cassandra. The
Here.
mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the
Güvene
occasion.
karşılık
Appealing
yardım ha.
trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their
Ne aldık lan
opinionated
evimize
tongue.
biz? Çorba mı aldık?
Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
Pek de zeki görünmüyor.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Sokrates.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Bizim elimizde
Where
niye
is
çanak var
Pericles?
ya?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Ne oluyor lan?
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
Vücudumuzdaki partilerle pek aram
This is going to
yoktur.
be a long night. Party should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Okey. Beni yalnız bırakma aslında ama neyse git sen de.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Anlıyoruz ki biliyorlardır. Bilgi topla. Birden fazla görev kabul edildi. Sanırım şu işaretli olanlarla konuşacağız.
A new face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the orange ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Adım var.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Cassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm
Ay hataya bak. Sana
Aristophanes,
Cassandra
and this
demezdim.
man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a
Bayağı iyi.
playwright, you're not much for
Sanattı.
words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different. It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras?
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm working...
Ben bunlarla daha uğraşmamak abi. Bunlar çok boş yapıyor. Pericles'in görevi. Heh bak. Sokrates ne? Sofokles'den info al. Nerede o sen? Sen niye burada tek bekliyorsun lan?
to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Kavga değildi ki o. İpucu arıyorum. Sen zengin, küstah bir dangalaksın.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that'll help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pedicus, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Olay çıkartmak istiyorsun.
So we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with a banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Aha. Bu ne?
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here.
Sana
Can
ne
I help
lazım?
you with something?
Tatlı
I'm
şarabın
here
için
for your
geldim.
sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
Zeytinyağı. Burada bir şey çıktı. Bu ne? Bak gene çıktı o. Dur. Heh, şuraya getirecektik tamam.
Care for another impression? My favorite is Sophocles.
That one isn't funny.
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
Önce bana
I'm
yardım
only
etsen.
here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Every Pidis seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Why don't you just apologize to Sophocles?
It's he who should apologize to you.
Sophocles is a friend, and one good friend is worth an entire family. He just needs time to recover from his outburst.
Pericles has invited all of you here for some reason.
Either we dine here and praise Pericles, or we dine with Cleon. But Cleon has all the charm of a typical politician. A horrible voice, bad breeding, and vulgar manners.
Let's
İç.
conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Hadi ikiniz de için. Sen de iç. Ha. Doldurduk.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Al bir içki daha iç.
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
Al biraz daha
You ready
iç.
for another?
İç iç iç. Al işte.
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every Pidis, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Okey. Oğlum Cassandra
Euripides?
şu kıyafeti çok kötü
Drunk, I
yürüyorsun lan.
hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding. Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
İç bakalım, tamamlandı. Güzel XP verdi. Aşk veya. Al işte. Seslere bak ya. Keçeli
Someone's
de.
being hurt. Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch.
Al işte ya.
At you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Al işte. Hep
I
birini
only
arıyorum
came to
aga
the
ben.
symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Al sana işte ya.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that.
Katılmayacağım
Let's
kardeşim,
have
bırak
some
beni.
fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Ben buraya
No.
sadece
It's
bir
time for you
gelmeye
to
geldim.
help me,
Evet.
Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Carileri. Ciddi olamazsın.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
Mesela.
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors. Ali, come back inside. Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach
Hadi.
Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Güzel. Buradan da bilgi aldık. Işık ve yağ. Bu da tamam. Mıza geçtir bu. Sokrates'le de konuş. Sokrates. Konuş.
Ah, here comes the one who claims to value drachmae over the noble path that leads to knowledge.
Like I told you, knowledge can't feed me.
But the mind must be fed as well.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Al işte. Tam zaman kaybı.
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
You just said a general isn't self-serving when he brings order to his troops. Then you said he is self-serving because retreating would save the lives of his men? What are you trying to say?
I never tried to say anything.
But you just said those things.
I said the words, but I didn't say anything at all. I only attempted to gain your view on the matter.
You're wasting your time. Aspasia.
What the fuck? Aha. Birisi girdi içeri. Bu kim? Bu kimdi ya? Biz bunu gördük mü daha önce?
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Okay. Beni gözetliyordun.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Evet, teşekkür ederim. Ha, silahları olsa daha iyi olurdu.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
Al işte. Bir kadını arıyorum. Annemi
I'm
arıyorum
searching for a
ya.
woman named Mirimi, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
O zaman bu bölümlük bu kadar diyelim. Biraz uzatmayalım. İzlediğiniz için teşekkürler. Takip etmeyi ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Kendinize iyi bakın.